So last time we discussed till count function. So can we fetch some summary statistics instead of the whole data? Select star from the table. That was the SQL basic statement. If we have to select the count, we have to say select count star from table name. Select count star from products. Similarly, one more statistic is select sum or select average from the table name. So let's see one more recap of that. We selected average of quantity in stock from classic models dot products. So to start with, we said select star from classic models dot products. So it will classic models is the database, products is the table. This will fetch all the points from that table. So this is complete table. What we want to see is select count star. Basically, how many rows are there? Select count star will give us how many rows are there. It's a kind of a summary statistic. Like it will give us information on the data table, not just the exact data or average of a particular variable. So select average of quantity in stock from classic models dot products. So if you see classic models dot products, this is the one. This table has a variable called average MSRP. I can take average MSRP by writing this query select average of MSRP for classic models dot products. So average MSRP is 100, whereas MSRP is varying from between 0 to some thousands or something. So that is what we learned, we discussed in the last class. Now, the new query that we are trying to write here is, can we fetch some summary statistics grouped into segments? Earlier, we were taking a summary statistic like count or average or sum of the whole table. What if I have a variable called region? For each region, I want to know the counts or average. Let's say east, west, north, south is there. MSRP by east, average MSRP by east, average MSRP by west, average MSRP for north and south. So for each of these groups in a particular variable, I want to get the summary statistics. Basically, I want to group by a particular variable or a segment by a particular variable, and then in each of that, I want to get the summary statistics. So how do we do that in SQL? So select count star from table was the query. So select column name, I mean by which column you want to group them by, and then you have to use the particular statement called group by that particular column name. So let me explain you. Here, if you look at this table, classic models dot products, so products table. Within this particular table, within this particular table, there is something called product line. Product line takes motorcycle, classic cars, motorcycles, classic cars, trucks, planes, ships. There are so many such values are there. For each of these classes, for each of these groups, I want to get the average MSRP. Earlier, it was just average MSRP for whole of this table. What if for trucks and buses, what is average MSRP? For planes, what is average MSRP? If I want to get like that, then I have to use group by statement. So I'll write the same command. What is the average MSRP for select average MSRP from the table. Only thing that I'm going to add is group by MSRP, group by this particular variable. Okay, this will give average for each of the group. Now this has a small issue because it is giving us the averages, but group we can't see. So it's better to select both the group names, the variable name. It should not be grouped by MSRP, by the way. It should be grouped by that particular variable, which is product line, right? group by product line. Yeah, for each product line, what is MSRP? So there are one, two, three, four, around seven product lines are there. These are the average MSRPs. But if we don't select product line, then it will not make any sense. So product line also we want in the output, average MSRP we want in the output. So select product line average MSRP for this table group by product line. Now this will give us product line, that is classic cars average MSRP, motorcycles average MSRP, planes average MSRP, ships average MSRP. Here the variable name appears to be average MSRP. Instead of this, we can give an alias to that variable as average price. We can give it like this, then it'll up we'll get that alias as the output. So product line average price, average MSRP is given as average price. So this is how we write the query that will fetch us this detail. Is there any question on this one? Everybody understood group by statement? So basically we want to group by a particular variable. Any question? Okay. Similarly, we can do the count and sum group by any type of operation. Let's say here I want to know how many, so count of, so what it will give for each product line, it will give me the count of rows. So simply earlier it was average MSRP. Now classic cars there are 38, motorcycles 13, planes this one. So earlier I was selecting average MSRP. So instead of average price, I'll say count. So by for each of this product line class, we are selecting the counts. So that is how we use group by statement. When is group by used? When we want to get the summary statistics for each of the class in a particular variable, and there are several classes in product line or these type of variables. Now it all makes sense to actually order these by particular variable. Let's say this is the overall table. Maybe most of the times once we create this variable, we might want to sort this based on the average price from ascending to descending or descending to ascending. Maybe we want to sort them out. So we use order by statement. So we use the same code, group by product line, and then say order by average price. This will order it by average price. So basically earlier it was coming as product line whatever was the order. Now average price from lower to higher values. So by default it is ascending. If we want to make it descending, we need to put DESC, which will make it high to low. So classic cars average price is higher, and then trucks and buses average price is next highest, like that we can order by. So what are we trying to do? For each of the product line, there are several classes in product line: classic cars, trucks, buses, motorcycles. For each of them we are trying to find average price. So select variable 1 and the summary statistic as whatever is the alias from this particular table, group by that particular variable which we want to see the output, group by, and then order by. If order by is optional, if we really want to order by, we can add the order by statement. Now till now we have used something called select table. Okay, so the output is just coming here. So basically from we have selected these values from the table. That means the output is coming here. What if we want to create a table? Right now, how many tables are there? Customers, employees, offices, order details, orders, payments, product lines, products. These are all the tables. What if we want to create a new table? Let's say this is a small table. We want to create this as a table. So we want to write a query and we want to take the result as a new table. Then we have to do create table, table name. What is the table name? Let's say average price by product line. Average price by product line is the table name as we write the query completely. Basically, earlier we wrote this one, it just selects or it just fetches the data and displays it. If we write like this, create table as, so create table, table name as, then out of all this table, a new table will be created. So it says, I got an error here while executing it. It says no database selected. Maybe what we can do is create table instead of just giving the table name, we have to give the database name dot table name. Classic models is my database name dot table name. So now this has been executed properly. Now in classic models, I should see a table average price by product line. Then the table will contain simply product line and average price. So right now these are the tables. If I refresh it, average price by product line is there. Now when I see what exactly is there in that particular table, for that I need to say select star from database name dot table name. So a new table is created. If we see what is there in that new table, whatever is the result of that query that we wrote, whatever is the result of this query that is pushed into this new table, how do we do that? Create table, table name as. So that is the syntax for creating the table. Create table, table name as whatever is the query. So if we write the query, if the query works perfectly, then this table will be created. That is what the create table. Similarly, we can use drop table if we want to drop the table, because in this process of analysis we might be creating so many tables and we may not need all the tables at the end. So we can simply say drop table and the table name, that table will be dropped. Let's say this table itself we want to drop it. Simply we say drop table, drop table, table name. So right now this table is there inside the classic models. Now when we execute this query, that table will be dropped and it is already dropped. The table doesn't appear anymore. Now if we write this query, we'll get an error which says that select classic model, this particular table does not exist. So that's how we drop it. Now I would like to pause here for 2 minutes and ask you